Welcome to my channel, the Pastor Universe. Today I'll be talking about four lagnas that are Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. How will be your June 2024? I hope you know that June is all about new changes. Several good changes are going to happen in June. First of all, the Rahu Mars conjunction, which was there in May, it's going to end because on 1st June, Mars will enter Aries sign. What a good beginning! Because the placement of Mars in the ninth house will increase your luck because it's the ninth house sign. The other sign of Mars is Scorpio, which comes in the fourth house. So some transformations are definitely foreseen, and you are going to travel maybe with your family or to a pilgrimage or for some trip. For your comfort and even some new changes, some change of home also. Maybe you travel with your mother. Some definitely changes are foreseen, and luck is increasing, your comforts are increasing, some travels are there. Along with that, what you just need to take care is your mother's health. Definitely at this time, some health issues could be there to your mother. Else, this is a very beautiful transit for all the Leo Lagna people. Now, talking about Mars, now the most important part is your Lagna. Your Lagna Lord Sun will be firstly placed in the Taurus sign along with Jupiter, Venus, and Mercury till 14th June, 14th or 15th June, because almost Sun, Mercury, and Venus transit together near about same days because most probably there is always a conjunction. If not conjunction, the placement is always one house before or one house after. Such kind of placements of Sun, Venus, Mercury is there in everybody's chart because the closest planets are Mercury and Venus to Sun. So that's the reason why they are always together with the Sun. Okay, so these three planets, these are the planets of intellect. Okay, in anybody's chart, if you want to see whether a person has good intellect or not, if the conjunction is forming, definitely that person has very good intellect. Along with that, if Jupiter is also forming a conjunction, that means along with intellect this person has good wisdom also. But education, break in education comes, or difficulty in education, or you are not able to grasp knowledge completely and get good marks, it only comes when there is a hindrance in the second house through negative planets, their placement or aspect. Okay, that could be the reason. But this conjunction happening in Taurus till 15 June is definitely a brilliant conjunction happening till 15 June. The four planets of knowledge, intellect, wisdom will somewhere bring new changes in your career and your status. So being the lord of your first house, being the lord of your 10th house, Venus the lord of your 10th house and your third house, Sun the lord of your first house, Jupiter the lord of your fifth and eighth house, along with that Mercury the lord of your 11th and second house. So it is bringing transformations, changes in the life of you or your children. Okay, anyone, because it is talking about even it can be like all together, it is bringing changes, especially the status rise. There is a status, there is definitely a status upliftment for you and your family because of you or your children or your family, and the growth in money is foreseen at this time till 15 June, because the career and status house is getting affected by benefic planets and the conjunction. And your wisdom will help you, your intellect will help you take the right decisions, and somewhere your comforts are also going to increase. Maybe you buy some asset for yourself in the form of vehicle or any kind of home decoration. Something can happen at this time. And because the Jupiter is aspecting the second house, fourth and sixth house, definitely the placement of Ketu in your second house, which was disturbing your family life, now it won't be able to disturb that much because Jupiter here will aspect Ketu. So somewhere some hindrances were there, definitely through from your family, or you were having some detachment. The feeling of detachment could be any reason why you were physically detached to your family, or you were mentally detached with them, and even the flow of money was very unstable. Now this Jupiter will help you in those sectors. Mind it, Just one cautious thing, that Jupiter aspecting second house and sixth house will disturb your health. Okay, you will start eating good cuisines along with Venus. It will definitely somewhere push you to eat good meals, and which can affect your health, especially your gut health, especially your digestion, especially your stomach liver related issues, and even it can elevate your diabetes. So all these things you have to keep in check, else this placement, this transit is the most beautiful transit I think you will ever foresee this year. So June is the best month till now for this year. Okay, all the planets are placed very nicely. If I talk about Mars, it's in the Aries sign. If I talk about Sun, Jupiter, Venus, Mercury conjunct together, the intellect planet conjunct together, Saturn sitting in its own sign, Rahu sitting in the sign of Pisces, which is the sign of Jupiter. So here it is somewhere still comfortable. Rather than increasing the anger, it will increase your wisdom somewhere, but in a different manner. If Jupiter takes the right decision through right path, Rahu takes unconventional paths to choose the direction for you. Okay, anything, suppose you wanted to marry someone, so there is two ways. One, your parents directly interact with anyone, any friends or family members or some known people, and you find a partner for yourself. There are other ways through which you can find a partner for yourself. The other ways are what? These matrimonial sites. Okay, they are Rahu these days. So Rahu follows the unconventional path, while if you will go through the Jupiter's path, it will be somewhere like through the traditional ways. Okay, how it happens. So that's the reason why I say Rahu in Jupiter in the benefic house, and the placement of benefic planet in the benefic sign will definitely impart good result to everybody. Okay, except for if your Mahadasha Antar and Pitantar is little bit difficult, then the scenario changes. Else this is the beautiful transit. Till now, whatever transits have happened, this is the best month of this year. Okay, now talking about other things. Suppose this particular transit later after 15 June of Sun, Venus, and Mercury will enter your 11th house. Now, this shows that somewhere your desires are going to get fulfilled and more opportunities are going to come in your life. Not just opportunities are going to enter your life, gains are going to enter, your money is going to, you even your social network will applaud you for all the things. Maybe you get reward for whatever you have done in past. Okay, so all these things are going to happen. If you wanted a child in your life, progeny is expected. If anyone was expecting any higher education or change in their career, that is also foreseen at this time. Even your elder siblings, younger siblings, they are also going to do really good at this time, because most of the planets, if I talk about the third house planet, the 11th, second, and the first house planet, along with that the 10th house planet, these all the beautiful planets are conjunct in 11th house. So some travel, short distance travel will also be there, skill development will also be there. So all these things, even this is good for your family also together. Your family will also enjoy at this time. So this is all about desire fulfillment. Now I will talk about Rahu Ketu. I have already discussed about Ketu sitting in the second house. It was giving you detachment from whether be money instability or the family detachment, or you were not able to focus on your food habits. Okay, and this Rahu sitting in the eighth house, it gives you unconventional thoughts, and sometimes what it does is you become very research oriented. Means your mind tries to delve in each and everything. Sometimes these people even become overthinkers, like those who overthink a lot. Okay, they are obsessed about being awakened late night and just surfing for different subjects, like as I said, for occult science. Even in your career, if you are into any research related areas, like into biomedical fields, chemical, chemistry, materials, metallurgy, history, geography, anything, all these subjects come into eighth house. If even the financial sectors, like those who are working as CA, who are into share marketing, trading, and all these things, now we can delve into all these things. Maybe you work late night with your mobile phone surfing all those things. This is what Rahu does in 8th house. Okay, and the brilliant part is, if you are utilizing this very nicely, it will give you a lot of money and even good in good research work also. But this even disturbs your mind. Okay, maybe you get anxiety, maybe you start overthinking, you get sudden hurdles in your path, sudden that could be sudden transformations also. So this Rahu will definitely, even if you are married, might disturb relationship with your in-laws, but chances of inheritance increases. Okay, now talking about other things, but even it gives travels also. If you were desiring to go to some foreign place, whenever moon will contact it, then definitely some travels can be there. And even if the mahadasha, antardasha and pratyanta overlaps with it, then definitely travels are definitely possible at this time. Even the Saturn's placement in the seventh house is triggering your seventh house means traits like marriage and business. So some people who desire to have new business or wanted to settle down in their life, then this is the right time, because not just Saturn will push you in that area, but it will even help you to elevate your luck, because with the third aspect it will definitely elevate your luck. Now even your relationship with your father will also melt, because somewhere you will try to be nice with him, and you will work hard to towards not just relationship with your father, but even for your higher education, if you are into higher education, that also, and even your luck will rise. So because Saturn is not just the lord of your seventh house, but it is even the lord of your sixth house. So what it does is, whenever you start a business or whenever you get married, anything, so not difficulties but fights also always happen. Some fights, some litigation, some some loans and debts. If you are starting a business, then definitely you will take loan, you will have debts, you will have definitely have fights always in the areas of business. If you are getting married, then also those things will enter in your life, like always maybe your maternal uncle could be someone who help you get married, or even he could be someone who help you start business. So because the sixth house element will always be there with the seventh house. Why? The two houses lord is same, which is Saturn. So that's the reason why I'm saying. And more so ever, Saturn is also aspecting your first house. So this will somewhere see a lot of transformations happening in your personality, in your mind, the way you think, the way you present yourself to the world. Because what is seventh? Seventh is basically the public. You are first house, while rest other people are the seventh house. So how you are going to present yourself? This Saturn will make you very hardworking, very dedicated, very sincere, and very practical. So your image will become a very matured and very sensible of a very sensible human being in this 1 year. Now another good thing about this month is that most of the planets are going to aspect Scorpio sign, which comes in your fourth house. Now each and every planet except for Ketu is going to aspect your fourth house. Some transformations are going to happen in the area of your comforts, peace and home and your mother. Something is going to happen, so mind it, whether these are the good changes or the bad changes, but definitely I can foresee only good changes happening at this time. Your fourth house is getting affected mostly in this month. So this was all for Leo Lagna. Now we'll talk about the Virgo Lagna people. For Virgo Lagna people, your Lagna Lord Mercury is sitting in the Taurus sign in the ninth house, along with Jupiter, Sun, and Venus. Three intellect planets, Sun, Mercury, and Venus, together with planet of wisdom, that Jupiter, definitely will increase your luck. So not just the ninth house Lord, which is Venus, and being being the second house Lord, and even the 12th house Lord Sun is and sitting in the ninth house, and even the 10th house, and along with that the first house Lord and the fourth and your seventh house Lord. These all planets are sitting together in the ninth house. Somewhere some travels are foreseen, going away from your home for career, away from your family for the increment of money. So this is definitely foreseen. It can also be possible that along with you, your spouse is also shifting, and even this could also mean that not just your home environment is changing, some changes are coming in your life. You are getting married, career is also changing, along with that you are traveling to different place. This all thing can happen in this June itself only, because the transits are like that. Your luck is increasing after 15 June. The Sun, Venus and Mercury, these three intellect planets together are going to get conjunct in your 10th house. So now what will happen? Your career and status will rise, and along with that again travels, or you can get a job in MNCs also. Definitely travels are foreseen. Some expenditure can also come, but along with that expenditure, definitely some travels and shift to new place for career and even upliftment in career. Along with that, there will be definitely some increase in comforts. Along with that, increase in money. This all is foreseen for all those people who are looking for any skill development, wanted to go for higher education, uh, they were looking for child progeny. This is the right time. You will take the right decision because Jupiter is sitting in your ninth house. Whatever decision you are going to take at this time, Jupiter will definitely favor you. It will take you in the right direction, and even you can visit pilgrimage also at this time. Okay. Now talking about Rahu Ketu. Rahu is sitting in your seventh house and Ketu in the first house. Whenever Rahu sits in the seventh house, your whole focus is on other people. First house is basically you. But because Ketu is there, you are somewhere detached from yourself. Your whole focus is on other people, other things. It can be anything. Other people. Seventh house is basically other people, not just your spouse. It can be business partners, but even public. Okay. So if the politicians have this Lagna or moon sign, then definitely you are focusing on public right now. Okay. Now Saturn is placed in your transiting in your sixth house. Now what Saturn depicts over here? Saturn will push you to work hard. You are overloaded with lot of burden in your daily life, and because you are not focusing, Ketu is detaching you from yourself. Okay, somewhere your health is also decreasing. Okay, whenever first house gets disturbed, your health gets triggered. Okay, health gets disturbed, and along with that, sixth house Saturn overloads your daily work, overloads you with daily work, lot of pressure in your daily life. Whether you are working or not, still you are overloaded with lot of work, and it disturbs the health also. How it is disturbing your health? Because you are not focusing on yourself. Ketu is sitting in the first house. Good thing is Jupiter's transit from 1st May in the ninth house will aspect Ketu sitting in the first house. So if you were not focusing on your health, personality, mind, now your Jupiter will trigger you. It will push you to focus on yourself, not just on other people. Okay. Seventh house is what? Your spouse, your business partners, your business, and other people, public. So right now, many of the politicians, because this now elections are going on, so many politicians who have Virgo ascendant or moon sign are definitely focusing on public. Okay. uh, this could be the reason why, because they are overloaded with a lot of work, they can even face health issues at this time. Okay. Now talking about Mars right now from 1st June is sitting in the 8th house. So 8th house Mars, it's a very good placement, especially because the Mars sitting in 8th house is even the Lord of 3rd house. So 3rd house Lord going into 8th house, what it does is, see, 8th house is definitely good for Mars, because somewhere it will bring lot of transformations, good transformations in your life, and even you will be able to compete, uh, because that is what Mars is. What? It's your willpower, your strength, the power to the strength to overcome any kind of competition in life, any kind of hurdles. So it is sitting in the sign of hurdles, accidental transformations, anything. This Mars will help you over there. Okay, in all those areas. But being the lord of your 3rd house, it will disturb the relationship with your younger siblings, it will disturb the relationship with your neighbors, and along with that, whatever hard work you are doing, maybe the amount of hard work you are doing, some of it goes in vain. So what happens when the 3rd house lord, it's all about how much hard work you're putting. So when it goes in the 8th house, many a times the result you are expecting in, maybe in your exam or any competition or any, any subject, over there you get lesser than what you actually, uh, you know um, you get lesser than your expectation. Okay. 8th house is what? It's something like, it's mystic. 8th house is basically mystic, not just mystic, but it's unpredictable. You cannot predict So when it is strongly placed over there, it will definitely somewhere try to uh, you know give you hindrance related to third house areas. Okay, so you won't get the uh, result up to the mark if you are trying to clear some exam or something like that. But still, this is a very good time for any kind of transformation you are foreseeing for yourself. Now, last but not the least, Scorpio sign, which is there in your third house, it is getting aspect of most of the planets, okay, except for Ketu. Now, because the third house is getting aspect of most of the planets, so somewhere definitely your willpower and strength is going to increase. Maybe you develop some skill at this time, some short distance travel are also foreseen for you all. And it is not just all about your hard work, your skill development, your communication, even the small distance travel, younger siblings, but it is even about anything you want to initiate in your life. Okay, so this time you can initiate something. That initiation can be there as a career, or even it can be there as a business. So anything you can start at this time, but definitely this will bring some major transformations in your life, major transformations related to your own, your own willpower. Maybe your willpower, your strength increases, your competitive energy increases. Okay, this is very beautiful transit, I would say. For many of you, you can start something new, and even daily, along with daily work, there could be short distance travel in this time. And for all those who want to go for higher education, some skill development, and they want to go for visit any pilgrimage temple, that's the right time for you all. Okay, now talking about Libra. For Libra Lagna people, for you all, your Lagna Lord Venus is right now transiting in the 8th house along with Jupiter, Sun, and Mercury. Okay, being the Lord of the first house and the 8th house, along with Mercury being the Lord of your ninth and 12th house, Sun being the Lord of your 10th house, and Jupiter being the Lord of you know, your 6th house and your 3rd house, is conjunct in 8th house, where it somewhere talks about the mystic energy, the unconventional energy, the deep knowledge, and even the inheritance, the research, in-laws. So all those people who wanted to get inheritance, who wanted to invest into financial sectors like share market, or even you wanted to get some stocks or FDs, mutual fund, this is the right time for you all. Venus will be there. For all those people who wanted to shift to foreign place, okay, foreign settlement, okay, that foreign settlement can be in different state also in your own country, or to different country far away from your home land, that is also possible. And even for those people who wanted to start a new career, especially in the research areas, okay, like chemistry, chemical, material science, metallurgy, history, geography, all these areas, even occult science, astrology, these all come in this sector, even the surgery and biomedical field. So all these people can do really good. Okay, if you wanted to go for higher education also, this is the right time for you. PhD or any research positions, scientist positions, scientific positions, this is the right time for you, because this is the unconventional house. This is not just the unconventional but unpredictable house. It's a mystic house. So many people who have got 10th house lord in 8th house, their work routine is not fixed. So these are the people who work late night. Okay, their working hours can be even late night, and even on weekends. Okay, like how researchers and scientists work. So these four planets will definitely increase your money, travel, and comforts. Okay, now when these three planets, Sun, Mercury, and Venus, on 15 June will enter your ninth house, definitely your luck, suddenly your luck is going to increase. Your luck will start favoring you. Even some kind of transformation will also be there in uh, between you and relationship with your father and bosses. Okay, not just transformation in your luck, but transformation in the relationship between you and your bosses and even your father. So but because the lord of your first house and ninth house are getting conjunct together in the ninth house, even the eighth house is there. So definitely this is a kind of very good conjunction. So all those people who wanted to do higher education, go for PhD, and even who wanted to travel to foreign places for their career, for their status, definitely this is the right time for you. Okay, this is definitely a right time, because even your 10th house lord is going in the ninth house. Some changes are coming in your career, and not just career, but even some transformations are there where you can travel. And even for those people who wanted to uh, visit any pilgrimage, this is the right time. Along with that, not just for all those who want to invest their time in mantra sadhana or any kind of puja and their home, this is again uh, right time. And even now, Libra Lagna people, because the transit is looking very favorable for you all, except for you need to take care of your, especially, your health, because Rahu is placed in your sixth house and Ketu is placed in your 12th house. So somewhere Rahu definitely helps in the sixth house areas like career, money related. But when it comes to health, it will definitely disturb that. When it comes to competition, you can clear all the competition, whether be as in the form of fight, litigation, loan. But when it comes to health, Rahu will disturb you over there. Not just health, but in the daily routine life, it can make you a boozer, a drinker, a smoker. And because the aspect of Rahu is even going, the ninth aspect is even going on the second house, they can even eat a lot of non-veg. Okay, and it can disturb your liver and stomach, indigestion problem or fatty liver problem. All these things can occur in your life, even the kidney issues, because of this Rahu. Now, other thing is that because the Ketu is sitting in the 12th house, it was hindering you in all the affairs related to 12th house, whether it be you wanted to travel to foreign places, and not just foreign places, you wanted to, somewhere you wanted to get in touch with hospitality, or you wanted to start a new career in MNCs, anything related to the 12th house areas. It was disturbing you. It was disturbing your sleep. Okay, Ketu here disturb your sleep also. So what happens when Ketu sits in the 12th house? It will make you detached from those areas. Now, from 1st May, because Jupiter entered your Taurus sign in the 8th house, it will aspect Ketu. Now, through this aspect, somewhere your wisdom will help you tackle all those situations which are coming in your life in the form of competition, or even disturbing your sleep. Okay, Ketu here in the 12th house disturb your sleep. Okay, but it is good for spirituality. You want to get into, you want to do any kind of selfless service, it's good placement of Ketu over there. But if you were trying for any travels, shift to foreign places, it will definitely hinder. But because Jupiter transit in the Taurus sign will aspect Ketu, this will somewhere give you relief from all the affairs related to 12th house. So some expenditures can also increase, and travels can also be foreseen for you all. Along with that, because Jupiter is aspecting your second and fourth aspect, definitely some comforts and rise in income can be foreseen, and some new member can also enter your life, because the expansion of family is also foreseen for you all, for all the Libra Lagna moon sign. Now, talking about another planet, which is Saturn. Now, Saturn's placement in your fifth house. Fifth house is all about, all those people who are working into media, creativity, your intellect, your intelligence, and not just intelligence, but relationship with your, either with your children or with your uh, love, with your love relationship, whether being with your friends or even with your family members, even those who are in relationship with any person in their life, those. So when Saturn is there in the fifth house, definitely what it does is it will hinder and somewhere disturb relationship part. What it does is these people need to really work hard towards relationship, whether it be love relationship or relationship with your children. Not just in the relationship part, but even in education, you need to work really hard. What Saturn does is it will push you to work selflessly over there. Okay, you cannot immediately expect the results until you start working in that area, the fifth house area, selflessly. Okay, without any expectation in the return. So these people who have got fifth house Saturn, they can see that they get uh, they do not get any they do not get a stable relationship. Okay, there's always hindrance over there until they do not expect anything in return. Okay, the same goes for the children. Childbirth becomes late in their life, not just childbirth but even marriage. Why? Because the third aspect is there on the seventh house. So somewhere, because this is the transit effect is like you have to now work toward those areas wherever Saturn is transiting in the fifth house area. You need to work hard towards your relationship, whether it be children or your love relationship. You need to learn how to uh, meld your relationship, how to surrender in that relationship without expecting much in return. Same goes for your education, your intellect, your creativity. You cannot expect much in return until you start working selflessly. Okay, you need to put lot of effort even in your education. The aspect of Saturn on the seventh house will somewhere hinder your marriage life and even your business. Why? Because Saturn somewhere gives a control through its third aspect. Whenever Saturn's aspect on the seventh house, the third aspect on the seventh house will somewhere control until you learn to you know uh, work selflessly in that area. Why? Because Saturn always talks about to work hard selflessly without expecting much in return, because it delays your result. Okay, same goes for Saturn aspecting your 11th house. It will definitely fulfill your desires, it will definitely give you opportunities, but you need to push yourself, push your boundary, push yourself to work hard toward that area. In your social life, you will see you are now interacting with less friends. Okay, you have very less friends. Same goes for the aspect on the Scorpio sign, which is there in your second house. So almost all the planets are aspecting your second house, which is the Scorpio sign, except for Ketu. So this becomes very crucial that in this month you focus on your family, your money stability, and your food habits. How you are controlling your words, how you are speaking, how much you are eating, how much you are how much you are concentrating on your family, the care and love you are showering on your family members. And not just that, even the money management is necessary for you. Why? Because second house is getting somewhere activated in the second house. So you need to learn how to manage your family, money, and food habits at this time, and what you speak. Okay, now Mars will be there in the Aries sign in your seventh house. So as it is the seventh house lord and even your second house, somewhere money flow could be there through business or through spouse. So this is the right time for all those people who want to initiate a business or want to settle down in their life. This time could be something where there can be expansion in your family. Maybe some new member can enter, either in the form of marriage as a spouse, or some child progeny is also foreseen. Even your uh, siblings can also get married. Any member of the family can get married at this time. This is foreseen for June month. So this was all for Libra. I have almost covered most of the planets. Now talking about Scorpio. For Scorpio Lagna, this is one of the crucial month for you this year, because your first house lord is getting aspected by almost all the planets except for Ketu. Now, when your first house is getting activated, so mind it, your first house lord is sitting in the sixth house, Aries sign. So, definitely at this time, you will be able to win over your enemies, any kind of fights, litigation, competition, because your first house lord is going into sixth house. But this will definitely bring some kind of injuries, burn, cut, or some blood related issues at this time. Why? Because first house lord is going six places away. Health issues are definitely coming, but you will be able to win over any competition. Mars help you win over any kind of competition. And another thing, because Jupiter is sitting in your seventh house along with Sun, Mercury, Venus, which are planets of intellect, together with the planet of wisdom, which is Jupiter. This is very beautiful conjunction happening till 15 June in your seventh house. Marriage possibilities are there, uh, business, start of a new business, and this is very good time for uh, you know increase in your gains and opportunities. Some good changes can be foreseen in the life of your siblings, elder or younger. Even your neighbors will support you, even your friend circle will support you. Not just that, your willpower will increase. You can see some skill development, rise in wisdom and knowledge, and even your personality will be magnified at this time. Okay, some expansion in your weight also, because Jupiter is aspecting your first house. Now, another thing, talking about another transit which is happening after 15 June. Sun, Venus, Mercury, these three planets of intellect will be transiting in your eighth house, where uh, the seventh house lord and eighth house lord will be placed together. Along with that, 10th house lord, which is Sun, along with that 11th and 12th house lord. Definitely some travels, some opportunities, marriage possibility, but definitely if you are married, then some transformations can come in your married life. You can even travel to foreign places with your partner. Not just that, definitely some transformations are foreseen in your career, because the 10th house lord is going into 8th house. Along with that, maybe you get inheritance or some kind of valuable thing from your in-laws. You can even start a career in research related areas. Now, because the Gemini sign is there in the 8th house and the 10th house lord is going in Gemini, so anyone who wish to start a new business, like anyone who is in the management field, or have done MBA and all, this is a very good placement for you all. Even this is a very good placement for those who want to start a new business. Okay, Mercury is all about business with 10th house lord, business or business management. Okay, this is what Gemini sign also talks about, initiation of business also. And here Mercury like intellect has to be there. Anyone who is linked with mathematics or analytics, this is very good time for you all also. Now, talking about even those who are into financial sectors, okay, this is right time for you also. Now, talking about another good transit, which is of Saturn. Now, Saturn is placed in your fourth house. Fourth house Saturn is good and bad in several aspects. It's like an average transit in the fourth house, but because it's placed in the Mool Trikon sign, definitely it will impart a lot of good, results in your life. Now, first thing to be noted is definitely some workload, some load is there in your home life. Maybe now you have responsibility of your mother, now you have responsibility of your home life, home, or maybe because even Saturn is aspecting your sixth house. Sixth house is daily routine life, whether it be in the form of career, whether it be the daily work, if you are not into any kind of job or something, but still even housewives have got daily daily work life, because they control their households. So that also is there. So you have to focus, you have the responsibilities right now of your mother and home life. Along with that, your daily life is getting disturbed, so you have to somewhere make a schedule, the timetable for yourself, for your daily routine life. And this can even disturb your health also. Along with uh, you know your health of your mother. It can even disturb your health. Why I'm saying that? Because Mars, being the lord of your first house, is placed in the sixth house, and even lord of your fourth house is there in the fourth house, aspecting the sixth house. So you need to take care of your health and your mother's health, especially the mental health. Okay, anyone who wish to buy any kind of property, okay, or asset in the through loan, this is the right time for you. Okay, because the fourth house lord will be aspecting the sixth house lord. You wanted to win over any kind of litigation court case, this is the right time. And even just be aware of accidents, because Durdhara Yoga is forming right now in your fourth house. Saturn is placed and it is aspecting Mars. So I would say Durdhara Yoga is forming in your chart. So this yoga, what it does, it gives sudden accidents. That accident can be very small, but still that accident will be there in the form of maybe cut, burn, or any injury, sprain, all those things. Now, uh, the other transit which I was talking about is of Rahu and Ketu. Rahu is sitting in your fifth house, Ketu in 11th house. 11th house Ketu somewhere disturbs your desire fulfillment and wish fulfillment. And not just that, you get aloof in your life. Not just, I would say ki aloof, you are you have started living alone, or that it just you have separated yourself from social life, social circle right now, and you are just focusing on your, you know, your your other fame and desires, you know, other like, you know, you are working on your creative side, because fifth house Rahu is not just good for mantra sadhana, creativity, for all those people who are working in media. That is this is the right time you can get sudden name and fame, because fifth house Rahu gives sudden name and fame in media. And even who are into any kind of dance, singing, you know, any kind of, even as a in drama, all those fields, this very good time for you all. And you can see right now uh, Rahu is the most prominent planet in our Kali Yuga. So being the most prominent planet, this will effect, definitely will give you a lot of fame, name, but somewhere it will disturb your relationship, your love relationship and relationship with your children. So Rahu here disturbs your relationship, but overall what it does is it will definitely give you name and fame if you are into creative fields, if you are not just creative field, mantra sadhana, and even trading. If you are into trading or any kind of product selling on website also, there also it will help you, but it disturbs the relationship part. And even in education, you might not be able to focus much on your education. It disturbs your intellect. It won't help you take a right decision. Why? Because its fifth aspect is going on the ninth house. So it disturbs your wisdom, and not just wisdom, the ability to take right decision for yourself, intellect. It disturbs your intellect and ability to take right decision. Why? It is aspecting your ninth house and first house. Along with that, I will talk about one more thing, that because Jupiter's transit in the seventh house is there, and most of the planets are aspecting your first house, definitely I can see some major changes are coming in your life, in your personality, especially in your personality at this time. Maybe in your in your life, any kind of development, maybe in the form of career, maybe in the form of relationship, start of a new relationship, in the form of whether be marriage or love relationship, or even a lot of gains from all the areas. And even child progeny is also foreseen for you. Why I'm saying child progeny? Because somewhere your fifth house lord is getting connected with seventh house, so definitely it's seen. But mind it, because Rahu is placed in the fifth house, for all those Scorpio moon or Lagna Rashi, at this time for the next 1 year, if you are thinking about progeny, mind it, some disturbance can be there. Maybe abortion can be there, even C-section can happen, or some other issues can come while childbirth. Okay, because Rahu is placed in your fifth house. And I have already talked about the Durdhara Yoga, which is forming in your fourth house, because fourth house Saturn aspecting your sixth house Mars. This is very strong Durdhara Yoga forming. This is a four. Durdhara Yoga actually forms. Because of Saturn and Mars only, okay, when they are placed in fourth house, eighth house, all these houses, whether it be from Moon or from Lagna. So this Saturn sitting in the fourth house is even aspecting your Mars sitting in sixth house. So that's the reason why I said some kind of injury can happen, okay, burn, injury, maybe little, but definitely. So mind it, any accident happens in your life or any blood related issue, you can definitely go for a check at this time. So this was all for all the four Lagnas, June 2024. For any kind of paid consultation, you can simply contact me through WhatsApp number, my WhatsApp number, and my two forms are also available on the web, on the YouTube channel. Thank you so much.